God, I still can't believe we're ending like this. Up What Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Kimetsu no Yaiba chapter 205, which is the final chapter of this manga. And before we get into chapter 205, I gotta talk about a couple of things from last chapter that are really not sitting right with me. So, and I kind of mentioned it last week. Or a couple weeks ago, which was at the beginning of the chapter. It said that all the evil demons are gone, and then the chapter title said "World Without Demons," which kind of contradicted itself a little bit. And then we saw this is supposed to be. Remember, Muzan dying meant that all the demons were supposed to go with him. Well, if that's the case, then why is Yushiro still alive? So, to me, that makes me question, what are you defining as evil, Katoge? What are you defining as good and evil? Like, it just is frustrating the hell out of me. And it brings up that point that I said a while back, that there has to be a demon, like, higher than Muzan or something that we haven't seen yet. Just something. And it's just another thing that I kept thinking about is that there's the balance, and we've seen this in a lot of manga. And I got to bring up Tazai here because Tazai did it recently. Is that there's an imbalance, and when I'm spoiling Tazai right now. And when we killed the Demon King, it caused an imbalance and it led to chaos. And I feel like there was that potential to have that here. And because we're getting such a huge time skip, I feel like if Katoge wanted to, she could go back to this. She could go back and explore this. I really feel like Katoge could do that. A la Dragon Ball Super, since there's this huge time skip. But the other thing that and that's why I kind of wanted Muzan to like kind of overcome the have Yoichi like kind of overcome the Muzan's power on his own, like without the poison and stuff like that. Have Yoichi overcome help Tanjiro overcome Muzan and kind of embrace the demonness, and like just have Tanjiro become like a Hanyo kind of thing. That would have just been so much better. Ugh. And then we could have had like kind of something similar to Tazai in a way, but like better, because something that Katoge was doing Katoge was kind of doing what Nakaba was doing in Tazai, but doing it better. And now I feel like Katoge is like at the end of the day, Katoge like fucked it up, and it just frustrates me. Katoge, oh god, I don't know what happened. I don't know if you were kind of like being like Ishida Sui, and oh god, I'll go into that after I read this chapter. So let's get to this chapter and see how we're gonna end this. And we're ending this in modern day. Oh god, why? Here we go. Come on, wake up. You're going to be late for school. I've said the same thing 28 times now. Get up, Sumihiko. And that's Kanata Kamado, age 16. I am up. No, you're not. And you're an ugly sleeper. That's Sumihiko Kamado, age 15. And chapter 205 is titled, Life Shining Across the Years. I don't like this. Why are you ending it like this? Modern day Tokyo. Yes, they did it. Yay. Incredible. They beat the demon boss. They won. Ow. Are you reading great-grandfather's novel of lies again? Did you just kick my back? Exams are coming up. I can't believe you. And your grades have been abysmal. Oh my god, Toko. What the fuck are those ears? Toko Agatsuma, age 18. But they were... Oh my god. Zenetsu definitely married into the family. That's Zenetsu right there. Yeah, that's Zenetsu right there. Zenetsu definitely married Zuko. But they were so cool. They risked their lives in battle. Go be cool like them and study. Yeah, my ear. The other women in our family are so quiet and polite. But my big sister is something else entirely. Do you believe in reincarnation? Huh? What's with that look on your face? You mad? No, sorry. I believe that everyone who fought demons and died for a peaceful world was reborn into a happier life. Oh, wow. Japan got the gold in gymnastics. Listen. Zui is so cool, but he flashes his middle finger and chokes reporters. He's a total punk. Well, they had it coming. I guess good-looking people can get away with it, with anything. What's this news story? Use your own phone. Is that... What a beauty, enlarge it. They're a botanist? Oh my god! Yeah, that's, about the new blue, spider lily that's just... No! Inosuke got into that family. Oh my god. The shift that I thought was gonna happen with Inosuke definitely happened. Yeah, that's about the new blue spider lily they discovered. It only blooms during the day 2 or 3 days a year. Hashibira was researching it. Tune in for a research update in July. But then a mistake caused them all to wither, so the program is under intense criticism. They shouldn't be so mean to such a delicate and pretty girl. What a cruel world. Huh? Hashibara's a man? Then I demand that he commit seppuku. Give me a break. You're just like our father. This shit happened with Inosuke. I fucking knew it. Look, twins. They're so cute. Are they girls? The two cute twins. No, I'm not creepy at all. Those girls are from, Sakiri Women's Academy, and they smell like heaven. Oh my god, is that who I think that is? That's Shinobu! Oh my god! Oh, hi Kanata. Good morning, Toko. You curled your hair today, it's cute. You think so? You're the cutest girl in the world. Yeah, you're so cool, Kanata. I've been studying how to cast curses, so watch out. What? Sorry. Where's Sumihiko? He's probably still asleep. I bet he'll finally be late. No. Look, there's Himichima with the kids. That kindergarten teacher is huge. It looks funny in that apron. Want to drop by that diner on the way home? The one with the snake decor and giant servings? Yeah! Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm so happy. I don't know if I could show my face there again. Huh? Why is that? Well, you know how the woman that works there has a big chest? Her husband back in the kitchen threw a knife at us because Yoshitaro wouldn't stop staring at it. It's a false accusation. Oh no, I'm running late. Why wouldn't anyone wake me up? Yeah, that's Tanjiro's reincarnation. I'm leaving, Mom. I want to... Yeah, that's definitely Tanjiro. I want to get the perfect attendance award. Huh? But I gotta hurry. Sorry, coming through. Wait. That's Anetsu's grandfather? Oh my god, that's Anetsu's grandfather. What's with you every morning? Sorry, that hooligan. Good morning. This is Ubiyashiki, who has set a record. Ubiyashiki, who has set every record as the longest living Japanese person ever. Incredible. Yeah, oops, sorry. It's the running guy. Oh, that a weird name? I don't see anybody. Keep watching. Uh-oh, patrol car. I should stop it. Sorry. It's Kenya and Sanjemi. Oh my god, they're together in the police car. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. That must be the one we got 7 reports about. Yeah, for a moment I thought we ran him over, that punk. Oh man, will I make it in time? What do you get? Show me. Oh cool. That's a rare character, huh? Rare character, Gichi. This is what I got. Wow, I got the same thing again. Wait a minute. Is that... Oh, it's the kids from You can have ours, huh? Really? I forgot my homework. Good morning, Kazumi. Goto, is that your girlfriend? God, you scared me. Takuchi? No, those are paintings, right? I know about them. The mysterious artist, Yushiro Yamamoto. Yushiro paints these of a beautiful woman named Tamayo. His work is beginning to receive critical acclaim around the world. Those are paintings? They look like photos. Impressive and beautiful. But he tries to shoot reporters who come for interviews. What a violent painter. Scary. My first love was number 812 Tamayo with dark blue flowers. By the way, who was that guy? It's Rengoku. Is that Rengoku? Sumihiko. Fine morning, isn't it? Good morning, Tojiro. It's unusual for you to be late. Yeah, I started training at 4 a.m. and got absorbed in it. I couldn't hear anything until my dad whacked me. That's messed up, dude. You high school student Holt. You should join the kendo club, Sumihiko, or something else. But you should do a sport. You with the short hair, stop. No way, cut into my sleep. Oh, come on, at least try something. I'm certain you'd be awesome. Please stop, you're too fast. I like how once you start something, you can't hear anything else. Stop, you dumb kids. Hey, calm down. I barely compare to you, though. Close the gate, close it. But there's still 3 minutes. He's a habitual offender. I think we'll make it. Yeah. Yes. We barely made it. Yep. We need to talk. Another peaceful date, but the lab might fire me. I wish I could live low deep in the... Yeah, that is definitely Inosuke's kid. I wish I could live below deep in the mountains. Yes, this is the Kamado residence. What? My son did that? I'm so sorry for the trouble. There's the earrings! Oh my god! Everyone definitely got reincarnated. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me see that. Oh, that wasn't, that was, Rengoku's, that was Rengoku's brother, right? That was running with Tanjiro? No, that was definitely Rengoku's reincarnation. That was right. Okay, let me say this about this ending. I actually like this ending. This ending is really, really good. It's just this ending should have been there should have been more content going. Oh god. Okay, let me reword this. This is how I really like this ending. I really, really do. This ending is fine. The thing is that if we would have had things end differently, or like stuff in, oh my god, let me reword this. Holy shit. Okay, so here's my thing. If we would have had the arc go a little bit differently, I wouldn't hate this, and I would be totally fine with the manga as it is. So, and I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to mention it now. My feelings about this arc as a whole with this ending. So, where the arc started having problems for me was I want to say around the end of the Doma arc, when Doma was going to hell, or no, it was around the time when Doma was dying. Like how Doma died was weird. It didn't feel right. And when Doma was being taken to hell, that's when things started to not seem right to me in terms of pacing and writing. That's when I knew something was off. And then going into the fight with then the next part that then going into the fight with Kokushibo. Well, the fight was the Netsu. I think that was after that. That fight was fine. The fight was the Netsu avenging his grandpa for the most part. That one was fine. The fight against Kokushibo was when things started to get a little. The pacing was starting to get a little rough, especially when Takedo, especially like near the end of it. But I will say, in terms of the flashback for Kokushibo, that was perfect. Oh my god, the backstory for Kokushibo was perfect. But before I forget, let's talk about the best part of this arc. The best fight of this arc, flat out, the peak of this arc was definitely the Akaza fight. The Akaza fight was the peak of this arc. It was everything that I thought we were gonna get in this arc, and it looked like we were gonna get it in the Doma arc, because Doma's backstory was fantastic, and it looked like we were gonna get it with Doma's death too. But we didn't see the thing that was missing in Doma's death was all the victims that he had dragging him to hell. That was the only thing that was missing from that. And also, including, and it would have been nice to see like Inosuke's mom with, at least Inosuke's mom with Shinobu. That would have been nice. But that was a nice twist too, to see how Inosuke's mother was connected, and so that way, how Inosuke was tied into this fight, the fight against Doma was freaking fantastic. Okay, now let's get back to the fight with Kokushibo. That fight was just, oh gosh, like, it could have been just a little bit better. I feel like Genya got taken out way too fast. Same with Takedo, especially just as he discovered the red sword, that's when he was taken out. Not just the red sword, when he discovered the, you know what I'm talking about, the X-ray shit. When he just discovered that, he got taken out like literally right after that, and Tanjiro was able to like deal with that shit a lot easier than Takedo. I know Akaza ain't as tough, but you had like 3 other Hashira there. Like, just that didn't sit right with me at all. That was kind of a problem. But I will say this, in regards to the deaths in that arc, in that portion of the arc, the Genya death and the Takeda death were so beautiful. Oh my god, those deaths were well written. Oh my god, especially the Genya death with Tsunemi. Oh my god, that was so perfect. The other thing that has bothered me, and this is in regards to Kokushibo, is we never get to see him reunite with Yoichiro, and like, in the sense, Yoichiro never gets that closure that he ultimately was seeking. And I feel like Gatoge like just threw out Yoichiro after we got like all the key plot points out, which was really a goddamn shame, because you could have had, there was multiple opportunities to have Kokushibo have that closure with Yoichiro. You could have had it like after Kokushibo died, and like, you could have had it when Muzan was being dragged to hell. You could have had Kokushibo come out and meet up with Yoichiro and help him. Like, that would have been nice. And the other thing, speaking of that, well, let's get to the Muzan fight first. The Muzan fight, like, there were parts of it where it kind of felt like rushed, especially like when it came to like Kenroji. Like, Kenroji was only there for like a minute, and like we like barely saw her like get her arms cut off, which I thought was kind of weird. And the other thing that frustrated me is with Muzan, he didn't get the treatment that he should have gotten in terms of like backstory. It was so freaking fast. And yes, I know you guys can make the argument that, well, we know, Packer Girl, we know his story, we've heard it before, and it's like, well, yeah, I know, but I want to hear it, I want to see it from his point of view. I want to see it from Muzan's point of view. And that's the thing that bugged me. And then, of course, let's talk about Nezuko. The thing that really frustrated me about this is that this was supposed to be the time when we were going to get Nezuko versus Muzan. And we never got it, and that pissed me the fuck off. You would think that this would be the time when Tanjiro is getting his ass whooped, that this would have been the time that, especially since we got the shit about the 13th breath, that Nezuko would come in, start whooping some sorry ass, and so that Tanjiro could get enough strength back so he can do the 13th breath and ultimately destroy Muzan. That's what and then in the process of this, you didn't have to have Tanjiro turn into a demon. No, you could have just had, you could have had Tanjiro turn into a demon, like, afterwards, and just have what was it? Have Nezuko, like, that's the one thing I wanted to see, though, with Nezuko. Like, after Nezuko, fought Muzan for, Muzan enough, like, we're seeing her, like, start becoming a human kind of thing. What I wanted to see was, and I mentioned it before, for those of you that have read or caught up on Berserk, you know what I'm talking about when I mention this, and I've mentioned this already, is I wanted to see her go through the journey that Casca went through in Berserk, when, she was getting her, the thorns around her heart removed, kind of thing. That's what I wanted to see with Nezuko. I wanted to see what she was doing to regain her humanity, because Tamayo said that Nezuko, there was something going on in Nezuko. She wasn't just asleep; she was doing something. So when Gatoge had Nezuko flat out say last chapter that she was just asleep for 2 years, that pissed me off. I'm sorry. That really, really made me mad. So, oh god, that made me mad. But yeah, I'm not happy that Gatoge basically threw out Yurichi, threw out the 13th breath, threw out what Tamayo said about Nezuko, that she was not asleep. There was something brewing in there, and we never got to see it. And then with last chapter, we had even more questions about what about the other demons. So there's that, and that really, really, really bugs me. And again, like, in regards to Tanjiro turning into a demon, you didn't have to have Tanjiro turn into a demon. You didn't have to, because you could have just had Nezuko do her thing and kill. I didn't expect that, to be quite honest. You could have just had Nezuko just kick Muzan's ass, and then have Tanjiro just use the 13th breath and kill him. That's what I thought it was going to happen, in all honesty. Either that, or what was going to go down was Muzan was going to, if we were going to get another arc, Muzan was going to, get Nezuko's blood and, or, like, kidnap Nezuko and go, but it, based on what it, I really, really wish we would have used the 13th breath. Because I felt like that there was no point in the 13th breath. I just wish Nezuko would have kept stalling, okay, let me reword this. This is how I really wish it would have went down. Is that Tanjiro would have, instead of having the shit with Tanjiro turning into a demon and all that, I really wish Tanjiro would have used the 13th, and something that I would have actually liked more, and something that we kind of saw in Kingdom, where Shin was possessed by the other generals that fought Hoken in the past, and in this case with Tanjiro, have Yurichi possess oh my god, if it was Yurichi that possessed Tanjiro, and have him do the 13th breath against Muzan, and have Muzan be like, oh shit, that's fucking Yurichi. If Gatoge, if you would have done that, I would have totally been down with that shit. That would have been so much better than what you did. And instead of just, like, completely throwing out the 13th breath. But still, not having Nezuko fight there, oh god, that just bugs me. And then you could have had, just, like, after Muzan was done, you could have given us, like, maybe, like, 2 or 3 chapters, like afterwards, have Nezuko, turning into a human, and giving us, like, maybe, like, 3 or 4 chapters of, like, what was going on when Nezuko was turning into a human, like, something like that. And then give us the closure for Inosuke with his mama and Zenitsu with his grandpa, and then this would be good, and the ending would be fine. Like, instead of all this bullshit, at least for me anyway, because because you left so much stuff, like so many questions, and oh god, it drives me nuts. You could have I wish you would have done it that way, Gotoge. I really wish you would have went the route that I was thinking, where you were gonna have Nezuko show up and hold off Muzan long enough to where and have like Yoriichi possess Tanjiro and have him use the 13th. Like, I just don't understand why you didn't go that route. It just didn't make any sense. Come on, man. If you, like, seriously, at least like include Yoriichi in the defeat somehow. Like, come on, or include Yoriichi in the final kill. Like, seriously. Anyway, I'm very curious what you guys think. Would you guys preferred for like the final battle against Muzan, like for the final attack, that and not have like, personally, I would have preferred Tanjiro not to be possessed by Muzan. I would have rather just have had Nezuko fight up against Muzan and have Yoriichi possess Tanjiro and have Tanjiro use the 13th breath, kind of similar to what we saw in well, Yoriichi wasn't possessing Tanjiro back then, but like I kind of was thinking something similar to what we saw in the Daki fight, because remember that's when Nezuko powered up and she like fought Daki, and when she fought Daki, it gave Tanjiro some time to, you know, catch his breath and shit like that, and then he came back in and did the fire dance. That's what I wanted here. Something like that, but because I don't think Tanjiro had enough power, this is where Yoriichi would have came in, and I think in the process, Yoriichi possessing Tanjiro would have healed him too. I'm very curious what you guys think of that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more manga content. There's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later.